Some very interesting packages have arrived from Filippo Loreti. The cool thing is, if you want to pick one of those watches out, Filippo Loreti was so nice that they said you can have 15% off. So check out the link in the description below. So we had 2 watches. Sam chose one and then I chose the other one. Welcome to Filippo Loreti family. Look at that. That's the one Sam chose. This is posh. Oh wow. Look at the back of this. This is amazing. Really, really cool. So that's the grey one, and I have exactly the same black one over here. That is really, really posh, because the black is actually matte over here. It's not as shiny as the silver, as you can see over here. The silver is dead shiny. This one is matte with gold in these. Oh wow. Check this out. Wow. Flippin' heck. So something just arrived that I've been actually waiting for quite a while. I did peek already into the package just to see, you know, what it is. But now I want to kind of get the first impressions with you. If you're a musician, you're gonna love this. These are IEMs, and this one over here is much bigger box. They're called a TRI Starsea. The last ones I checked out, remember the KZ ones, I'm not sure if you have seen that one on the channel. They were absolutely awesome quality, so let's see how good these are. Because I've been using my Shure SE215s for like years and years, and now, so they've been like my, you know, weekly kind of IEMs, in ear monitors. So let's open these up and see what they look like and the kind of first expressions, because tomorrow I've got a chance to actually test one of them, so I'm gonna decide which ones I'm gonna try. I want to try the Starsea one, so let's open them up. In here, if you see what this is one DD, which is one dynamic driver, and then 2 bass drivers. So brilliant new sound, explore music infinitely. What the heck does that mean? I thought it was TRT, but it's actually TRI, triaudio.com. But I bought them from AliExpress. I think they should be on Amazon as well. I'll leave some links in the description if you want to check them out. Ooh. Okay. What's in here? Oh, okay, I see. This is like a little carrying case, I think. Yes, we have a little carrying case. This is cool. Look at these. The closure is alright, but I suspect this is gonna kinda come loose. I think there's a little magnet over here, but I wish it was a little bit stronger. Weird cable, not like a usual cable shape. They look very, very high quality and very, very cool. Okay, these are the where you plug them in. There's like a little hole inside there. Let's zoom in so you can actually see a little bit more. Okay, these are KBEAR, but I think they're all like the same company. They just like brand them differently. But just if you're wondering if you get a white wire with the black white ones as well, no. Just pulled out like the instruction manuals for the TRI Starsea, and these instruction manuals are like absolute comedy. Try, take you, enjoy music. What does that mean? What earphone? It's not difficult, but it takes time and skill. The dynamic effect of soothing, clear and high-pitched components of moderate music has such effect than the general point is that the audio output, 2 separate words, output power must be big enough in general, such as the use of the computer sound card and radio. Put earplugs, it takes a long time. That was one sentence. What the heck does that mean? Podtranslate.com. Let's try them out. Okay, so I have tested now these in-ears for quite a bit for different things. I've even managed to actually perform with one of them. Honestly, like compared to the Shure SE215s, which I've been using, these are quite a big like step up. Like, you can hear the clarity much more, there's bass more, and it's probably because there is 2 bass drivers and 1 dynamic driver on each of them, which is very, very impressive. You know, when I was playing acoustic, that was very good, and even if you're playing bass, that was very good as well, because there was a lot of low end and it didn't feel like it was struggling on the low end, which was very, very, very nice. They stay in the ears quite well, and then also kind of isolated you interestingly from the outside, which was a little bit of a, I can't explain this, but it's a little bit of a different experience than on the Shure's. The Shure ones, what happens was, like, when you put them on, I kind of felt like I need to take one ear out because I can't like kind of hear what's happening outside. But whereas when I put these ones on, I could feel kind of my instruments, but it's kind of like open enough so I can kind of hear what's outside as well. And it's not because of like the tuning or I had the in-ears like set differently. It's just like how they actually physically work, which is very, very interesting. Now there is also like 2 little buttons on the top over here, and with these you can have different like EQs, different settings over here. Standard tuning, balanced tuning, amazing bass and beautiful vocals. If I was you, I'd just leave them on standard tuning, which is just both of them down, and that seems to be like the best sound for me. Now let's move on to like a little bit of the negatives, and if you're wondering, should you get these instead of like the Shure ones, because these are, I think, more expensive. These are about $129 in AliExpress and £125 on Amazon, whichever one you want to pick up. I'm going to leave all the links that I'm talking about here in the description below if you want to pick one of them up. So they are about £40 more expensive than the Shure ones. They do sound better, so the sound quality kind of makes sense. But now the thing is, when you start to compare these with some of the other ones, then you realize that this is not a very good buy, the TRI Starsea one. If you haven't seen the video of these ones on the channel before, these are the KZZS10 Pro IEMs. There's 4 balanced drivers and 1 dynamic driver, which is ridiculous. And these cost 40 quid. So they're like 3 times cheaper than these, and these sound so much better, like amazing, right? And you don't know that you're missing this until you put these KZ ones on, and you're like, it just blows your mind. These are by far the best ones I have ever tried, like unbelievable. That's why these KZ for like a third of the price render these ones like kind of useless. For example, the cable is very like big and very thick. I like these KZ ones more because the cable is just so much thinner. Also, the way it runs around your ear is much better on the KZ ones. You can see that the KZ one kind of curves around your ear like that naturally because it's like bent like that, so it kind of feels nicely going around your ear, whereas this one just goes straight and it kind of just folds and bends like that way. It's not actually meant to go that way, which is not as nice as this one. Also, these TRI Starsea ones are much thicker than these ones, which means they stick out from your ears much more than these KZ ones, which I don't like as much. Also, the actual jack on the other side, as you can see over here, the jack on the TRI Starsea one is straight and much bigger than this one over here. So if you're using wireless in-ear packs, then it's much better if it's angled like that, just in case you pull the cable, you're not actually pulling it out from the socket, whereas on these ones you can pull it out of the socket, and it's so much bigger, which is just not as nice. So for the price you're paying, I think KZ ones over the KZZS10 in-ear monitors are so much better. Do you remember, like in the beginning, we also unboxed these KBEARs, and these are KS1. There's white and black ones available, and these ones are without the mic. And there's so much more on these that kind of make it better than the TRI Starsea ones. Because, first of all, the way they're bent or angled around the ears is much better. They're a bit thinner, so they fit in the ears a little bit better. The cable is thinner. The jack is actually angled. A lot of these things are much better, and the actual sound quality isn't so much different than the Starsea ones, which makes you think, so why am I paying like now 6 times cheaper, about $20 or something like that, which are fantastic if you want to start out and you want some cheap IEMs. Also, the Starsea ones are out of these three, like the KBEARs, KS1s, and the KZS10 ones, they are the lowest volume. Like if you want a lot of volume to come out, then these KZ ones have the loudest volume. On the same volume, plugging into my phone and listening to the highest quality music from Tidal, you can hear that these are the lowest volume earbuds. But if you're wondering which ones should you get, then if you have the money, then get the KZ10 ones. They are absolutely amazing, and if you get them from AliExpress right now, then looks like you can get them for $30, which is absolutely ridiculous price for what you pay for them, and makes these kind of not worth it. So if you can spare another $10, you'll thank me later. These are unbelievable. Now, just go and check out the video that I made about these KZ ones and see some other people commented, and everyone who tries them, they're just absolutely blown away. Now, I know people who've sold their Shure like 815s or 615s, which are like 800 and 600 pounds or dollars, and got these $40 ones, and they are so much better. But if you do want something cheap, then these KBEAR ones are around $20 from AliExpress, and then these TRI Starsea ones, honestly, they're just for looks. In terms of sound quality, they're not as nice as the rest of them. Oh, I forgot to mention this box that comes with it. And at first I was like, that's very nice. And as I was right, there is no way to actually fit these earbuds in there without actually taking them apart, because they just can't fit in there, which makes this box absolutely useless. I wish this was with a zip or something that hold it together so they would actually fit in. But if you want to carry any like extra earbuds or just in case to get them, then you can't fit them inside there, which is just rubbish, useless. So you're getting a lot of kind of packaging and looks for the Starsea ones, but not this good sound quality. Thank you the guys from AliExpress who sent these out for me to try. So thank you very much. I appreciate that very, very much. Okay, thanks guys. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to see some more videos like these ones, comment below which earbuds would you like me to try out. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you soon. Adios.